Okay, good evening, DK here. Today we're going to change the strings on a Generation 2 Gibson robot guitar. This is a Darkfire. The other one that falls into this category is called Dusk Tiger. This was the last one I got to. I think I've already got the standard robot and the G-Force. But this one I waited a while because, let's face it, nobody owns these. A few of you maybe. If you do, great. They're great guitars. But I made a stupid on this, and what I mean by that, there's a product out called Graphite All. It's a graphite lubricant, and you put it up on the nuts of the guitar there, so the strings slip through. Well, the machine heads get their electricity through the strings on this one and the Generation 1 robot. This graphite is very, very conductive. If you don't believe me, go watch the Electro Boom channel. So in the process of doing that, I made everything highly conductive, and it's affecting the signaling from top to bottom. So it's time for new strings anyway. We're going to just change them, and we're going to wipe the excess graphite off of the nut there. So the guitar is actually in pitch right now. I have it laying on its back. I don't have it on a fret rest, so I'm going to lift it like that. But to get the guitar to wind its strings down, you just make sure the battery's charged, pull your little knob up, come all the way to the dot. So you're going to go all the way, in this case, all the way counterclockwise to the dot. Don't press it all the way down until it clicks down. You want to just do the click. Now it's green. Do it one more, now it's red, and then we go back a click to the thing that looks like the rotation spinner thing, and we'll hold this down, and the strings on the guitar should unwind automatically. And I don't know if you can hear it, but they're definitely doing that. Okay. That seems to have worked just fine. They're all quite loose now, so great. What I usually do on these, this has a standard locking type tuner. I'm going to clip these anyway just to get them out of the bridge, but these you can just unscrew the cap here, just unscrew it a turn, and the string will just come right out of the lock. Very easy on these guitars. Very, very easy. So we're going to get these off, then we're going to wipe the excess graphite off the nut, and then we'll restring. Okay, so at this point we've taken the strings off, and we've taken the opportunity to put a little bit of fretboard conditioner on the guitar, and we'll start with our new strings. Here's our lowest, and essentially we just have to make sure that's loose enough. Being a locking tuner, we just go through the hole, and we can actually pull it snug. These only really need to wind about halfway, 2/3 of the way around the post. So we're just going to pull that snug like that. There's still plenty of slack in it, but that's enough. And then we just turn that tight like that, and then we can give it a clip. This is way easier than a conventional guitar. So essentially now I just need to follow suit with the other guitars, or with the other strings, excuse me. When you do these, make sure that the string itself is not touching the other strings, because when it's going to want to tune itself up, it's going to be relying on the strings not touching each other. So try to get them so they don't touch each other. Alright, onward. Okay, so all of our new strings are in the headstock, and none of them are none of them are touching each other. And they all, go across the bridge here. So at this point we're ready to wind. The E is the low string's a little on the loose side, but it's still plausible. You kind of want to pull these through the tuner so they're a little snug, and the fatter strings will give you a little bit more grief. Okay. So let's see if we can get a good camera shot, because we need to see this and we need to see this. So what we need to do to make it whine is we go all the way counterclockwise again, where we have a blue dot. We push it once to go to the green dot, and then we click once back to the little windy thing. Press and hold that for a second. Yeah, bollocks. I clicked it down. There. It's a little goofy, and I can see why they changed away from this, because when you push it down, you got to push it far enough that it registers, but not so far that it glitches out like it did and clicks back down. So all these letters light up red, and effectively I can tap on the bridge on whatever string I want, and the guitar will wind said string. So the two middle strings, the tuners, are actually laying down on the bench, so I don't want to do those. So we'll do the high one first. Just give that a little tap, or a little pluck, see if I can register some noise on it. There we go. The tap has got it to wind, so they're both winding. And just get these two to wind. At some point, once they get tension on them, it can actually hear them, and it will want to wind on those. And we'll lift that up so we can do the middle ones too. At some point we get enough tension that the string will sound its pitch, and then the guitar will want to tune to that pitch, which would be standard tuning. So just from time to time we want to make sure while we're tapping through that we're not getting way above standard pitch. No, that's only at a B. See, so it actually took itself up to the E and the B, so those two are actually tuned. The other ones still need to go up. The B went up high, so that one goofed. In string up mode, that can happen. Get these to wind. What do we got for tension? Okay, I think we have enough tension now that we can actually just put it into a standard tuning mode. And we'll see how we do. Yeah, it's figuring out what it's doing. There's not enough tension on the low E, so I'm just going to manually put a little bit of tension on this, and then we'll see that it'll tune up itself normal. Okay, that went a little sloppy, but hey, it could have gone a lot worse, right? Okay, boys and girls, so we're back, and our story does have a happy ending. The behavior of this was a little weird. I actually have to glue this. This popped off. Oops. I put a drop of glue on that. The behavior on this was being weird. It wasn't listening well to these. Like any computerized thingamajig, if it's acting dumb, take the power away and reboot it. Because now that I've taken the power away and rebooted it, I can simply hit the strings, it moves the correct string, puts it right into tune. That is working every bit as good as it should. So we're all set now. So yeah, if your Gibson robot guitar is being stupid, think about taking the battery out, counting to 10, and plugging it back in. I think that's the first time I've had to do that, and this thing's like 10 years old. Oh well, stuff happens. Thanks for watching.